a lot of people that watch us aren't subscribed. So please, if you enjoy what we do here, hit that subscribe button. I think we've talked on the show before how we have enjoyed this new startup, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. We've watched a few of their shows. They have another show tomorrow night as well, Northern Rising. Are you excited for this card, Dave?
Well, I'm looking at it now. I'll just say I liked everything that these guys have done so far. I like the look of their show, and I like the way they've built up stuff. And having Morrow on it is a nice touch. Let's look at this first one here. We have a 20-man gauntlet match for the inaugural MLP Canadian Championship. PCO versus Rhino versus Billy Gunn versus El Fantasma versus Raz Aziz versus QT Marshall versus Rich Swann, Psycho Mark, Bishop Dyer, that's Baron Corbin, by the way, Sheldon Jean, Blue Bog, never mind, guy from India, Josh Alexander, Johnny Paris, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, Alex, check your DM Zane, Mo Jabari, Rohan Raja, Brent Banks, El Reverso, and Matt Cardona. All right. I think I got all but one of them there. That is your 20-man gauntlet
That's quite a collection of names there.
There is all over the place here. I know one of those guys is the former Jinder Mahal as well. So, yeah, Canadian Championship. I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of interesting veterans on here. I'd like to see them maybe put that on. Maybe Cardona, PCO, or Rhino are like my top three. Given that Josh Alexander, I think, was under an AEW contract. Also, Bishop Dyer, Baron Corbin, he's a guy out there that I don't think is signed anywhere.
I'm going to take a quick look at the list here because I'm right there with you where, Bishop Dyer, Cardona is an interesting pick to put it on as well. They really feature a lot of, great Indian wrestlers. And it was something that TNA was doing a while ago. Like, I believe is Raj Desi. Is that the former Jinder Mahal?
Jinder Mahal, yeah.
Rohan Raja's good.
I'm going to make a pick. I'm going to make a pick, and I'm going to give you a reason. Rhino. And Rhino, because Rhino is actually, and MLP has been doing stuff with the NWA too. Rhino is on the Crockett Cup show, wrestling Thomas Latimer for the heavyweight championship at the old ECW arena.
Ooh, damn. You just changed the game on my pick. I was trying to think of who, but I'm going to have to go Rhino now that you said that. Yeah. And that's only because of another match later on this card.
So let's go Kylie Ray versus Giselle Shaw, and that'll be for the inaugural MLP Women's Canadian Championship. I'm going to go Shaw. I think she happens to be in with the guy who owns the company. Sometimes that just happens in wrestling. So I could be wrong. I don't want to, but I just feel like Kylie Ray, I know, is in that WWE ID program. So she is someone you may not have for all these bookings, whereas Shaw should be.
Yeah, for those two reasons that you said, I'm going to go Shaw as well. Right. It's going to be a standout match.
Mayu Yamashita for Serena Deeb. I do not know as much about Mayu. You probably will. So I'm going to go Serena Deeb.
Yamashita's good. Deeb is good as well. I'm going to go with Deeb because I think she's done more work with Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. That's two great women's matches right there, too.
Absolutely. And then next, I see the NWA World's title is on the line on this show as well. Thomas Latimer will defend that title against Stu Grayson. And I don't see Latimer losing it yet. So I'll go Thomas Latimer.
No, but it's great to see Stu Grayson working with Maple Leaf Pro. This is going to be a good match, but Latimer's keeping that title.
QT Marshall, great heel versus Josh Alexander, who works as a heel in AEW, but will probably get a big face response here. Alexander is a guy I'm sure they want to use more. He's going to go over here.
Yeah, 100%. QT is going to play to the crowd well.
I'm just looking at this next match. I'm interested in that. This is a good card. Gabe Kidd versus Michael Oku versus Speedball Mike Bailey. I like that matchup a lot. I'm going to go Gabe Kidd, just like I picked him at Bloodsport recently to upset Josh Barnett. I feel like this guy's just setting things on fire everywhere he goes.
That is a heck of a match.
Could see Bailey too, though.
I want to go Michael Oku, but I'm going to go Speedball Mike Bailey.
Here's a classic wrestling match. Speaking of Bloodsport, these two just went at it at Bloodsport. They're going to go at it here. Jonathan Gresham versus Zack Sabre Jr. I'm going to go Zach on this one.
I will never turn away from this match. This is like one of those perfect matchups in wrestling that I've seen it in multiple promotions, but every time I see it, I'm like, I have to see that match. I'm going to go Zach as well.
All right. And the last match I see here for the show, the Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finley and Drew Maloney versus the Good Brothers, who are back, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Well, the Good Brothers are returning. I'll say they get the victory.
Yeah, I just heard about them signing to New Japan recently, and how can you not bring them in and not make a big splash? That's going to be a great tag match, and the Good Brothers are going to get their first win being out on their own again.
I agree.
So a lot of great matches on that show, a lot of great
tag team matches.
teams. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, get it around, because we really enjoy talking wrestling.